What is going on, everybody? My name is Ciara Lawler. Welcome to another week of Movie Mondays. This is the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking all the week's movie news, entertainment news, and just generally having a bit of a chit chat about everything to do with film. As always, I am joined by my partner in crime, Mr. Shaun Mead. Shaun, how is it going?
I'm good, Connor. I'm going to just break the illusion to the audience here for a second. Yeah. So I can see you on the video, right? You have one earbud like dangling around your ear. Every time I look at it, I think it's a wasp. And I'm like, Connor, look out!
Are you scared of wasps as well? Because I am terrified.
I'm I'm terrified of pain. I don't want to be hurt ever, if that can be possible.
I actually have a very Irish story about being stung by...
Go for it. Go for it. Do it.
But, sorry, I just want to make this clear. This is Movie Mondays. We do talk about comic books and movies.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to... But my Irish story is that once when I was younger, I got stung, and it was at a football match, and I remember being afraid to cause a ruckus or a hassle. So I just quietly dealt with the pain. And I think I was like 9. And I was like, the lads probably have better things to be doing than listening to me cry.
You were like a bee sting on your eye and just like, no, I'll power through, guys.
It was on my tongue. Guys, it's fine.
No pain, no gain, as they say.
But yeah, so this is Movie Monday, Shaun, where we kind of get to just have a bit of a deep dive into all of the week's movie news. And I will preface this week by saying there is a lot of sequelitis going on. There's a lot of talks and developments about Hollywood maybe thinking, let's not do an original new idea. Let's do another idea we've already done, but this time again.
Right, okay, and presumably there's been long enough of a time that they think they can justify it, but really, that movie is still fine.
It's still fine. I do want to start off the episode by saying that if you are interested in movie reviews or anything like that, we are doing reviews over on our Patreon. We recently reviewed Superman Returns for the month of May.
2006's answer to Superman.
Is it sequelitis, but not really, I suppose?
No, it is kind of a sequel, but also a reboot. We get into it.
It's fine, but that's over there. We've got a whole host of other movie reviews, Phantom Menace, Batman Begins, it's all over that stuff. If you're interested in that, you can head on over there. The link is down below. But Shaun, we are starting this week with news about a movie that is still in the cinemas currently, but it's got a sequel lined up already, because Cruella 2 is in early development at Disney, with original team expected to return. Yes, it's finally happening. So, I've been waiting for this for minutes
since I found this story and added it to the Google Doc. Okay, look, I've not seen Cruella yet. I haven't gone to the cinema, haven't paid for premiere access on Disney Plus because fuck
Cinemas only opened in Ireland today,
as we're recording this, and I didn't want to be first in the queue to see Cruella. I couldn't handle that.
I've been 6 times since this morning.
I've just been on repeat, moving through screens. So, without knowing like the ending of Cruella, presumably, given the tone of that movie where she's this kind of anti-hero, she's just going to be even more of an anti-hero in the second one? Or do they do a full redemption for Cruella de Vil and it's an alternate universe where she starts like a dog sanctuary?
And someone, there was a very good comment on Twitter, and it was just, isn't Cruella 2 just 101 Dalmatians?
Very good point.
If you do a prequel and then you do a sequel to the prequel, is that not just the first movie?
Well, there's a span of time there, because you love Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, Connor. Sequels to a prequel, but are still prequels to the original. So, in a way, Cruella 2 could be the Attack of the Clones of the Disney universe.
Here's the thing. The Disney spokesperson has come out, and it has a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, is what I will say at the minute, right? But mostly what it has done is it's done a really, really good opening. Now, that's a whole host of situations that cinemas weren't open, people are all getting out. It's got a good cast, like Emma Stone is in it, and she's apparently really good in it.
She's a good actor, like.
Yeah, she's quite good at everything. It's not really... I'm shocked by this. But,
Academy Award winner Emma Stone.
Good at acting. What? But what's also interesting about this is that they are very pleased with Cruella's box office success, Shaun, has said the Disney spokesperson, and in conjunction with its strong Disney Plus access performance to date. So, they're impressed with its box office success and its Disney Plus success, and they've already agreed with a sequel before the first one is even in cinemas for 3 weeks. When did it come out? 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, I think, but like in Ireland today.
May 28th. Premiered on May 28th, so that was a week ago.
A week, so it's been out a week. This is a bold move by Disney, by the way, to just say, yeah, because of the money it made, we're definitely going to make another one. Like, that's an on-the-nose way of putting it.
And the thing about it is that it's out on Disney Plus at the minute with the same thing that Mulan had, where it's an extra $30 if you want to access it right now. I would never pay $30 for Cruella.
No, not top of my list.
Who's paying that?
I don't know. I will probably pay it for Black Widow, but that's mainly because we do this show. So we can write it off.
Tax man.
But, like, $30 for the Cruella de Vil solo movie. Maybe it's me, and maybe I'm not the target audience. That's fine. Doesn't appeal to me in the slightest. Watching the movie doesn't appeal to me in the slightest. But I'm fascinated at how a sequel to this movie would work. In the same vein of how will Joker 2 work?
Yeah, it's a case of, I think the first one is like a unique thing. That even if we think, we're like, now Disney do have a history, we've been messaged several times on Twitter with very kind people saying, but Disney have a history of doing villains as the main protagonist of whatever story they're going to do.
Yeah.
And that's pretty good. And I think it's fine if Disney want to do a Cruella movie. Even if I don't think it's a good idea, I'm sure it's fine. But when you start doing sequels, I feel like it loses its, this is cool, because it's a one-off. Wow, let's see Cruella. Then it becomes a franchise that you're just being like, let's do Cruella 4. This time, this one she might go evil, but we might need a fifth one, so she might not go that evil, so we're just going to leave it.
Yeah, like where's the I suppose, what do you want to see Cruella accomplish in a Cruella de Vil movie? Presumably in this first one, it's her overcoming people who've been looking down on her and accepting who she is and becoming strong and powerful. That's all grand. When she's already accomplished that in the first movie, what then happens? Like, surely the next one is dog murder. Like, that's her next canonical goal.
That's Kevin Feige building the MCU. They just have dog murder on a big whiteboard. Like, we need to get to here. Somebody write a story that gets us to here.
Weirdly, dog murder is the end game.
Yeah. Is that not Thanos? No. That's Infinity War. We need dog murder as the end game of this.
We're thinking 40 films down the line from Thanos, buddy.
He like taps him on his head. Oh, sweet little Charlie, you're a fucking idiot.
Oh, sweet little Taika Waititi.
Now, I will say that Emma Thompson is, of course, involved in this as well. Another Oscar-winning actress. Yeah. She's pretty good at acting. I don't want to say it too early, but I think she's pretty good.
I think she's all right. She's fucking amazing.
But she has said that she would be up for writing the second one. She's a screenwriter on this one, and she has already said on the press tour that she'd be very happy to write a second one that's like Godfather 2 style.
Right.
And so she's like,
what is this conversation?
This is mad that they're like thinking, yeah, this is the right way to go about it. But if you get Emma Thompson to write it and star in it, and you get Emma Stone back, it's guaranteed money as well. So I can see why they're doing it.
Yes, I can see why they're doing it. But I feel at some point all of these like Disney villain movies need to be added into the hat that we do movie reviews on for Patreon. Because I'll be honest, I'm judging them without having seen them. Maybe they're amazing films, but I don't like the concept of them is my issue. So even if Emma Thompson is writing it, like, it's still, at its core, I don't want to watch Cruella de Vil be sympathetic. She's a cartoon villain.
She wants to skin dogs.
She wants, and I can't stress this enough, 101.
Like 97, she thought, that's not enough, I need more fur. That is what her line of thinking is.
Yeah, and like, and I think in the original book she does have an origin, and she's still, like, she's just mean. That's her thing. Characters are allowed to be just mean. I don't want to sympathise with everyone. I want someone to hate, besides myself.
No. Put that on his tombstone. I think you'd be a great film critic. It's like, I just need someone to hate this movie besides myself. I want to go to the cinema and just think, Jez, he's worse than me, and I'm pretty bad.
So I must be doing something right if I'm not him.
You're looking at Thanos. or like Inglorious Bastards, and Hitler is there. Like, Jez, this chap's fucking terrible. Does anyone fucking better than him?
Shaun isn't looking too bad now. Huh?
looking at your loved ones. Huh? Aren't I not too bad now?
I just paused the DVD and I'm pointing at the screen. See? I could be much worse.
So if they are going to be doing a Cruella 2, Shaun, I know you're excited.
2Ella.
I actually... 2Ella. Do they call it 2Ella?
2Ella, and then CRU 3LLA for the third one.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to move on to our next piece of news, and this involves The Rock's Black Adam, Shaun. Now, it's a movie that we're all very excited about, the fact that The Rock is coming in, Mr. Dwayne Johnson, he's going to be playing Black Adam. Basically perfect casting, can't go wrong. But what DC have done here is that there's been a report this week that the Black Adam producer Danny Garcia has come out, and he says that Black Adam will get, in his own words, many sequels in a long-term relationship with DC, Shaun. Oh. Now, what are your thoughts about hearing this first?
My thoughts is they really can't wait to say these things, can't they not? Like
straight away, the movie isn't even out. Just give it a week.
We've seen like an animated teaser trailer kind of thing, and that's it. Like, we've not seen anything about Black Adam, and to say that there's like, there's already all these sequels definitely going to happen, just means that it's building hype and expectations for a movie that might not necessarily live up to them.
So they're hoping that this movie has a vast array of source material. So they're gonna use that source material, those stories, to make this first movie. Subsequent sequels and spin-offs is currently the plan of Black Adam. Now, they've already done Shazam, so technically this is a spin-off of Shazam.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But they're going to do a spin-off of the spin-off, because they're also hoping to introduce Hawkman, of course, in this film. He's already lined up. But more so than that, they're hoping to do the Justice Society of America, and they are going to do a Justice Society of America along with the Justice League, alongside a Black Adam movie and a Shazam movie.
And is it Dr. Fate showing up in the Black Adam
Dr.
movie?
Fate is also in this movie, played by Pierce Brosnan, yes.
So he will almost definitely have a movie of his own as well.
Oh, well, of course.
But of
also,
course.
Noah Centineo is Atom Smasher in it as well.
Right, very good. Why not? Look, I'm all for being excited about a project, but please don't announce we're doing a universe when it's in a universe already, and the movie that this spin-off world is based off of hasn't come out yet. Now, what I will say, we did have a look at the new Shazam suit this week. That came out. That looks really, really good. Doesn't sell me on the next Shazam movie. But
I think the situation is, I love DC, right? Now, right. In terms of just as I like Marvel, DC, whoever. I like all superheroes, but DC would be my main thing because they've got Batman, and I grew up reading Batman comics. But every time they do this, I'm just like scratching my head, like just do a good movie, and don't tell me you've got 7 movies lined up Just tell me you've got one, release it, and then have like a little teaser at the end. And not after credits, that's very similar to another company. But even after just have a moment in the film that's kind of a weird teaser, and afterwards go, hey, we've got this thing in the pipeline, build some excitement that way, instead of thinking, let's release all 7 film ideas we have, create a universe, already have 3 sequels lined up, and then we'll be fine. Because although that might work, you've a lot lower chance of success than if you go one by one.
Yes, like, and what this is like the PR equivalent of the ending of Amazing Spider-Man 2, where you're walking through and you just see all these backpacks that give various supervillains their powers, teasing like, oh, we're going to do all of these movies, and then none of it happened, ultimately making that less satisfying. So now Black Adam has to be unreal when it comes out, and maybe it might be, and hopefully it is, but then it has to be unreal and also set up all of these sequels and spin-offs.
Yeah, and I think that's a lot of pressure for a film to have. And it's not a case of, like, it's not going to make Black Adam worse. I mean, it could. It could have Iron Man 2, where it's trying to set up everything and then it ends up being bad.
It's a movie that is a trailer, basically.
Yeah, exactly. But, I mean, Black Adam could be good. But even if it is good, afterwards when I come out of the cinema, I'm not, oh shit, what are they doing next? I'm like, we've got 6 more of these.
Yeah.
Strap in.
Get ready. Like, it's... I really... This is a bigger conversation about DC Comics. The DC movies. But it's like they can never commit to one thing. And they're always looking...
But then they overcommit to the... Like, they either are not committed... Yeah. Or completely overcommitted in terms of, like, I love you on the first date.
Yes, which is why we're still apparently getting a Flash movie.
Yeah, like, they're either like, I'm not that fussed, or marry me. And you haven't even walked into the restaurant yet.
Yeah, because, like, some movies, they will just fucking drop. Like, Birds of Prey, they just fucking... They got rid of that.
And that was good.
That was one of the best.
But you see, it didn't make any money, so they have to drop it.
Yeah, but, like, lots of movies don't make all of the money in the opening weekend. It can be a slow burn sometimes, and it can still make more than it cost, which is the main thing at the end of the day.
Yeah. I read this and I just kind of always scratch my head, just being like, why put this on yourselves? Like, why do this to yourself all the time? They just constantly do the same thing, being like, this time we're going to be right.
Yeah, we have
this time's going to be the one.
It's locked down, guys. Don't worry about it.
Like, a few years ago, Aquaman did well, so now we were getting The Trench, we're getting Aquaman 2, we're getting all this, like, because Aquaman does well. Fuck, jump on the bandwagon, we've got 9 sequels and spin-offs lined up.
Like, clearly Aquaman works, so let's just double down on Aquaman.
It's so just infuriating that you've got all these good characters, just make a cool Black Adam film, and then make a cool Shazam 2, and then put them together. And then make money.
See, what you're doing there, Connor, is you're making sense.
Okay.
And they want to make dollars.
How do I make dollars fast? DC are the equivalent of a studio of those ads you see on Google, are like, make money at home. Yeah. This man made $30,000 in an hour.
Just by sitting and doing a survey.
Yeah. So we're moving on, Shaun, to our next piece of news, and this is about James Bond. Now, recently,
Jimothy Bond.
Jimothy Bond. Now, recently, Amazon purchased MGM, and this was a big deal. This was a few weeks ago, and we didn't really cover it because I looked at it and I thought, Amazon are buying MGM. It's fair enough. But then when I got into it, they are getting James Bond. And what's happened now is that a James Bond writer has come out and stated he's a bit worried, Shaun, that Amazon will turn 007 into an MCU-style franchise. And he's not big on that. Now, this is John Logan, who's one of the writers for Spectre and Skyfall.
Okay. And I liked Skyfall. Isn't it already kind of a franchise, though?
Would you describe it as a franchise? Because it doesn't build... I mean, it builds off the previous... Like, if you've got the same Bond for 3 movies. But, like, it's not still building for Brosnan of what happened in his films.
No, that's true. That is very true. I don't know, because I got the... Like, it is a universe, though. Like, there is... Because Judi Dench was in the Brosnan era, wasn't she?
I think so.
I don't know.
I haven't watched a Brosnan James Bond in so long.
Oh, not since Christmas of '06 has he graced our screen.
You know what? That's probably pretty close.
Yeah. Judi Dench, because I want to see, because like I feel like there are certain things in those movies that just kind of fucking carry over. Yeah, she was in Goldeneye.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so like it's like they are connected. There's also talks of I forget her name, but she was the lady who shot James Bond at the start of Skyfall.
Yes,
who became Moneypenny. She was to get her own spin-off, wasn't she? At some point,
I think at some point that was in the pipeline.
Yeah, or there's meant to be another agent roaming around the world.
But like, what John's issue here is that he's kind of come out saying that MGM, they're a family business that have carefully nurtured and shepherded James Bond through all of these changing times. And this is his worry, Shaun. Right. I'm going to say it to you, right? He's worried that the Amazon overlords, they'll come in and they'll use analytics to decide every decision instead of letting it up to MGM. Kind of take it over. And so he says, what happens when a focus group reports that they don't like Bond drinking martinis or killing quite so many people, and that English accent is a bit alienating? So could we have more Americans in the story for marketability? Go on.
One of Amazon's most successful shows is The Boys.
That's true.
Who's with Carol Urban playing Cockney Billy Butcher. Lots of killing in that show. They are not averse to that kind of thing.
I would say that, but his main problem is that Bond... Now, he's of course biased, but he has said that he fears that if Amazon will eventually take 007 in the same direction as Star Wars and the MCU, removing everything about the property that makes it unique, and instead bringing in a bit of that Disney magic, that bit of blandness that you have. Now, we're all against Disney own everything. They try to make everything PG-13 and make it nice to the masses. Now, I would agree with his point to a certain extent, but James Bond has not been very good for a long time. So, surely doing something different might be actually a better idea.
Yeah, we are big fans of a channel on YouTube, Movies with Mikey. He made a great video essay about maybe Bond should change. Like, there's a lot of things about Bond that simply do not work. Like, they were wrong at the time that he was created, and they're wrong now. His relationship with all women he meets, for example. Like,
his relationship with all men that he meets.
Just his toxic personality, and he never changes. Like, he never differs from that character at all. Maybe he should. Maybe that's an interesting way of telling a story.
And to be honest with you, Casino Royale is so good because he changes and he learns, and you see growth in the character. That, like, Daniel Craig starts off that movie as a different person than who he is when he ends the film, and that's why that movie is kind of revered as like, oh, that's a good Bond movie, because we get to see him grow. Whereas everything else is just like, I'm the best. Oh no, I've been captured. Don't worry, I'm the fucking best. I've got this fucking solved.
I've got this figured out, don't you worry. Like, it makes... Yeah, but then in Skyfall, they do this whole thing where it seems like Bond is going to hang up his hat, because that whole movie is about how Bond is too old for this shit, basically. He's the
Riggs and Murtaugh.
He's the Riggs and the Murtaugh. He's a fossil of MI6, basically. And then at the end, he just goes back to his job in MI6. Like, there's no growth in that movie. So maybe, and like, look, Daniel Craig will eventually finish as soon as No Time to Die is released.
Eventually.
Which, will that happen if Amazon just buys it?
imagine they bring him back. He's been so done. All he wants to do is be Benoit Blanc, and everything just keeps happening. That this movie was meant to come out in 2019, and then it got pushed back. And he's just like, now Amazon come in to go, we'll give you $7 billion if you do one more movie. And he's like, oh, fuck's sake.
Do you think he'd do it for $7 billion, or would he? Has he made enough and is too done with it now?
He got 140 for the last two films. And so I think it would have to be more than 140 to get him back again. So I think you're looking at 500 mil before he even considers it.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's so fucking done with it. This screenwriter's concerns. It is always nerve-wracking when a big company takes over a franchise, because big companies make the worst things, basically. True. So I get where he's coming from. I don't think James Bond being changed or moved into a more modern mindset, a more broadly appealing mindset maybe, would be a bad thing. Because
what you're doing now isn't working. I don't think.
I don't think so. Certainly not for me. I'm not a big James Bond fan at all. But I also don't think just because it's going to the likes of Amazon doesn't mean it's going to be overly sanitized, or like it's still going to be like the things that Amazon make. The Boys, Jack Reacher, Invincible, like some of those things are pretty fucking grim and gruesome and miserable. So you can still have the action-packed Bond that you love, but maybe 70% of the women he interacts with don't die. and
the other ones don't get captured.
Very good. Very good.
Interesting.
It's like I'm more interested in James Bond now that Amazon own him.
Yeah, because I feel like they should do something mad. Like, I think they should do the opposite of what this guy is saying, and instead, whatever they were doing, just rip that up and go, okay, let's try something mad. Because James Bond is a name that's going to live forever anyway.
Yeah.
Like, it's in culture. Like, James Bond, 007, it's fine. If you do something mad, people are going to be like, oh, well, that's the end of Bond. Nobody's going to remember him.
In my opinion, the best Bond movie is Kingsman.
Yes, it's pretty great, isn't it?
Yeah, like it's spies and it's action, but it's fucking different, and that's why I like it.
Would you like to watch a Bond movie where he's like a proper detective? Like he's like Batman solving a case.
Oh my god, give me like
I think
90.
I've just described Benoit Blanc.
I think you have, but like do James Bond, but set it during like the Prohibition era.
Oh yeah.
That's what I want. Like a Humphrey Bogart type.
Like he's trying to solve murders. And then at the end you find out he committed them, but he's got double identity, man.
He's got that classic double identity that
double identity plot twist that you don't see coming.
and then in the second movie, triple identity.
Disney still haven't written back to me, but I keep giving them gold.
Guys, so what if in Cruella she had 101 identities?
Each one a different breed of dog. Okay, here we go. I'm going to list them out.
I will now list dogs for you, Disney.
You get to like 20, you're just like, Labrador again. Different Labrador.
Labrador crossed with Labrador.
So yes, they are going to... They're worried that they're going to change up James Bond, but I feel like that might be for the better. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, and let's I don't know. Maybe this will be the James Bond that I like. Will be the next one.
Maybe it hasn't been good since Casino Royale and Skyfall. Maybe.
Yeah, like most of Skyfall is grand.
Yeah, Casino Royale really good though.
Really good.
Yeah. So we're moving on to our next piece of news, Shaun, and it is news of another prequel. I told you it was a very prequel-sequel week.
It is. It is.
I mean, I will say we still have 2 more stories of sequels and prequels to go. So
is this the prequel news to the next news, which is also about prequels?
Technically, yes, but no. I see what you're doing, but I'm not allowing it.
I'm saying you're doing it, I don't like it.
I have a prequel lined up here, Shaun, that is about a movie we all know. It's got Russell Crowe. we know Russell Crowe's getting Gladiator sequels.
Yeah.
But what about his other films he was in? So now we have a prequel coming up for Master and Commander. It's happening at 20th Century Studios.
Oh, interesting. Not to cut the news short. Have you seen Master and Commander?
Yes, but
thank
many
God,
years ago.
I haven't. So you just run with this. I'll be in the background and offer some commentary.
It's a pretty good one. It's really. It's got Russell Crowe.
Oh, good.
And he plays a captain, and he actually plays a guy called Jack, if I remember correctly.
Captain Jack.
And he Captain Jack, I can't remember his second name, but it might start with an A. But he's in pursuit of a French war vessel on the open water, Shaun. And Paul Bettany's in it as well, would you believe?
Fucking hell. And I do like ships and pirates and stuff.
Now, I will say, for a man who hosts a movie podcast, that it made $211 million, which is fine, but was nominated for 10 Oscars. So, I mean, are you good at this or not?
I don't know, honestly. You see, this is the thing, because it's about the Napoleonic Wars, Connor. Everyone knows I'm more familiar with the foundation of the New World kind of scenario.
Of course, everyone knows. That's your back tattoo.
So, also, when you said Master and Commander, I thought of The Rocketeer, which is a completely different film.
Different. It's a different film.
Okay, so in Master and Commander, Russell Crowe's character, presumably he's... it came out in 2003, so he's a younger man at that point.
He's got a bit of long hair. He's got that Russell Crowe long hair. Yeah, ponytail.
Okay.
Well, does he tie it up? I suppose he does. Depends on the scene, Shaun. Depends on the scene.
Whatever the scene calls for, he will adapt.
If he's get that hair out of his face and he's in the middle of a war, yes.
So, can he still be the same character in a prequel, or is that just or does it just have to be all new and just tied into Master and Commander some loose way?
So the story of the prequel is that it is going to be about a younger captain as he explores his first time being on the ship. And so it's his first mission. So we're going to follow him on his first mission, Shaun. I mean, you're all interested in boats. It's Pirates of the Caribbean, but 10 Oscars.
I just want to say, I know exactly why this movie is being made. I figured it out, because during the lockdown, sea shanties became incredibly popular.
And it's just like, yes, this is the time, guys. Now finally. We're in it.
Like, it could have just been a random script for, here's a bunch of ships doing stuff, and it's like, we can put Master and Commander's name on that.
Oh yeah, it's based off books as well. That so it's actually based off a book series by Patrick O'Brien, called Master and Commander, and so he does have a prequel book. So it's going to be following a young Jack Aubrey, who's the name of Russell Crowe. He's going to be given his first command that also explores how his friendship with his naval surgeon, Paul Bettany, begins.
Right.
So it's because it would... I like how they have to say this in the news story. Because it would be a prequel to the 2003 movie, it's more than likely that new actors will be playing Aubrey and Batsuit.
Right, so... The new question then is, who is a young Russell Crowe and a young Paul Bettany?
Okay. Young Russell Crowe, he's got blonde hair. He's got a bit of a Hemsworth as Thor tied up hair vibe about him. But I don't know if who could play a young Russell Crowe is the question, yeah.
Wyatt Russell, he might be pretty good.
Oh, he's not bad. That's not bad, but he's got too much of a punchable face though.
That is true. That is very true. And we also have to think it's a Russell Crowe, a young Russell Crowe, but like a younger than 2003 Russell Crowe. How many years beforehand is the prequel set?
It's a younger character. It doesn't say how many years it's set. Right, so it just says it's a younger version of the character. So they could go 10 years, 20 years, maybe 6 months.
What's Alden Ehrenreich doing?
What? But he's too busy doing all of Harrison Ford's discography. Filmography.
He looks like a man who can tie up his hair depending on the situation.
He could. And Paul Bettany's a tough one to cast, because I don't know if anyone looks like Paul Bettany.
No, I'm trying to think, and like Ed Gamble, the comedian.
Yes, this is Ed's big break in Hollywood.
It's going to be in the Master and Commander prequel.
First film out. Just go big or go home.
I think so. Or like, I don't know. I don't know who. Maybe just completely change it up. It's animated now.
I think that this movie could... I mean, it was a big film back in the day. Now, there is a lot of people that say it's boring. It got nominated for 10 Oscars, so it probably is a little boring. But it's grand. I mean... if I remember correctly, I haven't seen it in quite a few years, but from what I remember, it's grand. I could be wrong.
Well, that's a ringing endorsement, Connor. I really want to watch it now.
Yeah, I think you should go watch it right now. You tell me what you think, and think, do I need to see more of these characters as a younger generation?
Running time 138 minutes. I can crank that out in an hour.
That's every MCU movie.
And this surely is as up my alley as the MCU is.
They're going to be doing a prequel. I just feel like you bring in... Who do you get in to direct it? I mean, Taika Waititi?
He's doing a Blackbeard TV series. Oh no, he's playing Blackbeard in a pirate TV series, which he might also be directing. I don't know.
Do you think pirates are like... Not pirates, but like movies set at sea, I should say. Yeah. Are they big anymore? 2003 they were pretty big.
Pirates of the Caribbean came out in 2003.
2003?
So
you had that double whammy. Everyone was talking about it.
Yeah, the one with all the ghost pirates, and then this one with Russell Crowe and Paul Bettany. About the Napoleonic Wars.
Your favourite wars?
Second favourite.
Sorry, I do apologise.
I don't know. I think they're... I think that they're certainly going to look good. I don't know if you've watched Black Sails at all.
I haven't.
It's a show about pirates, and it's the best.
Okay,
Connor,
I know you like pirates.
Yeah, there's two things you know for sure in this world: is that I love pirates, and you love Batman. Those are two things.
I was going to say you also love National Treasure 2, Book of Secrets.
National Treasure 2, Book of Secrets, correct.
Yeah.
If National Treasure 3 can be tied into the Master and Commander prequel, I'm just saying, like,
Russell Crowe, bring him back.
Oh,
I would watch a movie with Russell Crowe, Nicolas Cage double act as they try to solve crimes.
What if...
I think that's... Go on.
Nicolas Cage travels through time, interviews an older Russell Crowe who tells the story of a younger Russell Crowe in some kind of Master and Commander style setting.
Is that the Notebook, but at sea?
Not
or Titanic.
The Time Traveller's Wife, perhaps.
The Time Traveller's. You'd have to bring in McAdams if you're doing any time travelling. Rachel's coming in.
That's it. That's why she's in Doctor Strange.
Yeah, everyone knows. So we're going to move on.
You gave me Master and Commander news. I'm trying my best.
I love when we talk about a movie you haven't seen, and I'm like, Shaun, what are your thoughts?
It's like, oh, and it's just a monkey clanging some cymbals in my head.
Now, I do have a movie that you might like, Shaun, and that is a Seth Rogen film that he's working on. It's a reboot of a movie that happened in 1991 and maybe 94, because it's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reboot movie from Seth Rogen is on its way, Shaun.
Didn't this movie also happen in like 2005 and 2012?
It was 2007 was the animated one, and 2012 was the
Johnny Knoxville one.
No, it's the Johnny Knoxville. Stephen Amell is in the second one, and Megan Fox.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, Stephen Amell is Casey Jones. A reboot, really? Why? What? Justify that to me.
Well, I mean, I'm not a producer on the thing, but
why not?
They're rebooting the franchise in 3D, but it's heading to the cinema screen, Shaun, because it was 2D before. Now it's 3D. these characters no longer flat. We had that animated show from, like 20. Well, actually, I think there's always been a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I think it's like Power Rangers.
TV.
There's just they keep doing new ones.
Yeah, and so Seth Rogen is producing it through his Point Grey Pictures production banner, and they're basically going to be redoing an animated TMNT film. Now, it's not said if it's going to be based on the 2018 to 2020 series. There was also a series that ran from like 2012 to 2017, and then there was also a series that ran from like 2003 to 2012. So
right.
It's a case of they might just pick the newest one, or you could just do a completely new animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film.
Or you do a really faithful adaptation of the very gruesome Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic.
Oh, right. So now, you do have a lot to go off of there. Would you prefer if they based it off of something, say in regards to what's on, I don't know, Cartoon Network at the minute, in regards to the 2020 series, or if they're going to reboot it, it's going to be animated, so it's not live action, so it's not going to be Michael Bay in 2014. Do you feel like there is an audience there if you do an animated TMNT film?
I do think so. I think it's really weird because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles started out as a fairly bloody ninja comic, and then it got really sanitised and became a kids' property. And I don't know if you can transition back to the bloody violent one. I think you have to just stay with fairly family friendly, maybe some rude turtle jokes every so often.
Yeah, but I think my favourite series, now this might just be because it was kind of targeted at me, but there's a 2003 to like that 2003 to 2008 series. I really like that one. The animation I also think is very good in that. But that was like a level above. So the 90s one is obviously campy, and it's campy fun, and Michelangelo's a parry dude, and all that. And so on. And so on, the others. And so the 3 one I felt like was a bit more aimed towards people who were like, say, in the 10, maybe 8 to 14 range, rather than younger.
Yeah.
And I feel like that kind of came across better. So I quite enjoyed the fact that they brought out the 2007 film, but it was based off the animated series that not everyone had seen. So everyone was kind of like, why is Leonardo gone on holiday for a year? Why does everybody hate each other? I don't understand. And so I think you just reboot it, have a brand new version, go all in and make the animation look really good. There's loads of really good animated movies these days.
Yeah.
Just put it out and have a brand new franchise, because that's built in. There's always some kids that love this shit.
Exactly. Like oh my god, if you had, like, what you do? You get Phil Lord and Chris Miller on board.
I'm in already. Go on.
You do Spider-Verse, but it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
How does that not work? How is that not like?
You're not going to like this, but I'm pretty sure the 2007 season of it is they go to the future of the animated show.
Oh, right. Okay.
So that's a bit Spider-Verse-y. There's time travel involved in that.
Yeah, so like I just think, because we've seen the one with Stephen Amell and Megan Fox in it. It's that, they're these big turtly monsters. The whole thing is hulking. The whole thing is set at night in the rain, and we've seen that. Give me something fun and cartoony now. That would be amazing.
You think fun and cartoony? I was going to go
fun
like
and cartoony, but like grim and gritty stories.
So you were like Michelangelo dancing above a dead body. My dudes,
do you know what
something's happened.
I want the cowabummer line from when he meets Batman.
From my that's my Twitter heading. That's the one pinned. It's when the Batman is in the TMNT comics and they go back to Crime Alley. And Batman's like, this is the alleyway where my parents died. And Michelangelo goes, cowabummer, my dude.
That's what I want out of my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles content.
I want Michelangelo to never take it seriously. Donatello, he's a smart dude. He's good with machines, Shaun. You probably know this already.
I'm familiar. And Raphael, cool but rude.
I like him, but I don't like him. That's the thing.
If only there was some kind of leader of the group. Master Splinter.
A rat. do you go Shredder straight away, or do you introduce like Krang or someone else?
Well, first we need the Bebop and Rocksteady prequel movies where we learn their origins. After that, then Krang, and then Shredder's like the Thanos figure at the end.
Yes, but they all get their own movie. We're never introduced to the Turtles until the last film in the series, and they come in the last 5 minutes, and Shredder's like, this is the one, I'm definitely going to destroy the universe, and they're like, not so fast. Like, who the hell are these guys? They're ruining the protagonist's story.
Very like Venom at the minute.
Very like Venom. Look, Seth Rogen's involved. I'm sure it'll be good. I hope it's... I have a secret love of TMNT, so I hope it's really good. Because, I mean, it's probably not going to be though, so I'm not going to get my hopes up.
Don't get your hopes up. We learned this with Portal last week. I've dropped all hope for that project.
Yeah. So we're moving on, Shaun, to our next piece of news, and this is about a film that is in cinemas as we speak.
Peter Rabbit.
Peter. When did that come out? 2014?
No, there's a Peter Rabbit movie in cinemas at the minute, dude.
Is there?
I think it's a sequel to the 2014 one.
With Donald Gleeson. See that one?
Peter, are you thinking of... What's the one, Watership Down?
No, am I thinking of Pearl Harbor? The film?
Are you thinking of Master and Commander?
I think I am, yes. Again.
Yeah. Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway. No.
Oh, fuck, he got away. Oh, no, Peter.
Oh, shit. Dinner is ruined.
Oh, where's Peter? Dinner's ruined. Looks, we're having ham, lads.
Ah, no.
So, look, I started that sentence by saying it's in cinemas at the time, but you cut me off before I pulled the rug and said, or it would have been, Shaun, because I have a new cinematic universe is in the works at Universal, Shaun.
Oh, at Universal. Oh, we're big fans of any Universal Cinematic Universe.
Exactly. And so this universe is based off one of the highest grossing films of all time. Of all time. Top
all
10.
Time.
Easy.
Avatar.
Jurassic World Cinematic Universe is in the works at Universal.
Heard this. Did hear this.
Yes.
You know what? I'm not mad at it because it's an established it's established that there's a bunch of history there already. Several films happened. I also heard a big rumour about a tie-in with a certain other very successful universe.
Well, would that universe involve Brum Brum and bald men?
My ska band, correct?
So yes, the rumour is that not only are they going to be doing a Jurassic World universe that they're building out. Now, if anyone remembers, at the end of the last one, is that they released them into the wild and then the whole world was going to be dinosaurs. It's a whole thing. It was all going to be Jurassic World. It's in the name.
Yes, it was quite the Jurassic World by the end of it.
Exactly.
And we're not sure if that was the right move. Just release the dinosaurs. We've all seen Planet of the Apes, haven't we? And look what happened there.
That went well, did it? I just want to confirm that went. Yeah, that went well.
Great for the apes. Oh, for the humans.
Great for the apes.
Oh, you're not going to like this, Connor. Oh, fuck.
Go on. Sorry, just really quickly. Apes a lot smaller than dinosaurs as well. Just when we really put it down.
Yeah, less massive mouths full of sharp teeth. And I'm talking massive, like biggest things to have ever existed.
I'm talking you are fucked. Unless you are in heels, you are dead.
Or unless you had some kind of, I don't know, Cuban NOS charged supercar.
It's some sort of, just like, you want to go to space, but you also want to fight a dinosaur.
Like, what I need from this crossover with Fast and the Furious and Jurassic World, I'm not sure if we actually said it outright.
They are going to be doing a Fast and Furious. Well, they're not going to be, but the rumour is that they're thinking of doing a Jurassic World Fast and Furious crossover.
Like, what I want is that, like, La Familia is one of the last holdouts of humanity, and they have these, like, Mad Max style cobbled together cars that they use to fight dinosaurs.
But why?
Because they released everyone at the end of Jurassic World. But surely once you do that movie, there's no going back. Like, you can't just go back to, it's a theme park and there's dinosaurs. No more of that.
Chris Pratt is back. He's like, guys, keep them in the cages. It's real dangerous.
Like, Chris Pratt is like, in this universe, he's reviled as like a devil type figure because he released all the dinosaurs at the end.
Well, I mean, he didn't do it, but...
No, but he was the main character, so...
Yeah, he's one of the protagonists from the story, so Vinny's not going to like him. I want to put this subtly, but will the day that we see a car face off against a dinosaur be the day that cinema dies?
I want to hear what Scorsese has to say about it, because he was very vocal on some certain comic book movies, but when a non-comic book movie can get that fucking ridiculous, where's the line, Marty?
Look, Marty's the one man. We're looking to you, Marty. Tell us. The thing is that, I mean, cinema, I'd feel like this is a Black Mirror sketch, that they knew this was happening, that we would eventually get to the point where we would run out of so many ideas that Fast and Furious would be thrown in with Jurassic Park / World, and we'd have to have a crossover that nobody needs, but they both make $1 billion each. Fuck it, let's throw them together, we'll make $2 billion.
I like, as much as it's like, it's just throwing two successful properties, it's the Alien versus Predator scenario.
Exact same.
You want to tell me you wouldn't, like, watch 2 Jurassic 2 Furious, or whatever it's called.
2 Jurassic 2. You know what? Fuck it, I would.
You would.
But just because Vin Diesel is super powered, and I want to figure out a way that he will write that script, because you know he's involved heavily.
Oh yeah.
He's going to figure out a way to write that script so he looks tough against a dinosaur, and I don't know how he's going to do that.
What's the next one you could fold into? It has to be like Kong and Godzilla.
But you see, it has to be owned by Universal, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, shit.
Because they own the two of them. So it would what else do Universal own? Do we know off the top of our heads?
Do they own Master and Commander? That's the real question here.
If Fast and Furious are fucked if it goes to the sea, unless they become like it's hardly in boats. They're not going nuts.
Sure, it's hardly in boats, lads.
Did you say nuts or nuts?
I said both. Movies, Universal Pictures. This is going to... Okay, hang on. I found a list of all their franchises.
I need the biggest ones. I don't want to fuck around. We're talking Jurassic Park, Fast and Furious here.
Doolittle. Oh, shit.
Doolittle versus a dinosaur. I would fucking watch
That's actually
Doolittle versus a dinosaur.
Not bad. Yeah, because he's the one man who could conceivably do it.
Yeah.
You have... What else is here? James Bond.
Oh, shit. But they were bought by Amazon, weren't they?
Well, yeah, they only had the international distribution for James Bond, but I thought that would have been nice. Hang on, because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the 2000s. Gladiator.
Oh shit! You're putting think of a dinosaur, one end of a Colosseum. You have Vinny D and his Mustang on the other side. Russell Crowe, third side. It's a circle, so there's so many sides, Sean. Don't worry about it.
There's too many sides.
He's swinging a sword. He's all cocky. He's like, this is going to be fucking no bother to me. Oh, these two lads don't know what they're doing.
Okay, I'm going to list a couple now that I think are big hitters.
And we have to pick the best one.
The Mummy.
Okay.
Pretty good. 8 Mile.
Oh. The dinosaur's going to get... The dinosaur's going to get a rap battle. Is that what you're telling me?
I think so. They also do actually have Master and Commander.
Fucking yes! Yes!
And, Connor, I think you'll like this one. Dawn of the Dead.
I don't think a dinosaur would win against zombies.
Zombie dinosaur versus Don Toretto.
See, Don wins all of them. Like, there's no Dom's never losing. Like, he's played by Vinny D.
That's true. That is very true. Yeah, I mean, and then I'm going through it here. We have the Grinch. That's probably not great. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Chuck or Larry against Russell Crowe.
And let me just pick one random one. Inglourious Bastards. There we go.
That's a good one. I think this could be... Universal could just throw a dart at a dartboard, put a load of properties up there, fuck it, let's see what happens.
It's like that list that they have in Cabin in the Woods, and they're just picking, like, who goes up against Fast and Furious next.
Yeah, because nobody can beat them. Like, the number one choice was dinosaurs. Let's put them up against the dinosaurs, see who wins. But when they win out, when they rum around and somehow survive, I don't know how it's going to work, but Don Toretto catches a car in that trailer. So, at this stage, he's superpowered.
Oh, yeah. Like, he is peak human, and he's versus peak dinosaur, presumably.
And he would write the script that The Rock dies immediately. Within like 5 minutes, and The Rock runs away like crying.
Because don't they have that weird rule that they have to be punched an even amount of times in the script?
Yes. There has to be a situation that they can't be seen to be weaker than the other.
Yeah, I just found the best pairing for a Fast and the Furious movie.
Okay.
The Flintstones.
And so what we're talking is Yabba Dabba Doo, right? But he comes up against Cuban Nos, but his feet are fucking flying along the ground.
Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, they have to run the car with their feet, right? But the start of the movie is that there's a race, and Don Toretto easily wins, but he uses up all of the Cuban Nos in the process.
Yeah.
And then he has to learn. He has to get back to what driving's really about. Family.
Running. That's what driving is really about. Running. Maybe he's like really bad cardio. Don Toretto is so unfit. He's like, Jez, I can't keep up with him.
Jez, I've never had to. Jez, lads.
I've never had to actually stand up. I'm always sitting in this seat.
So I think that would be a good pairing. Just seeing them in a Flintstones world trying to drive around and have races.
By the way, that started with a Jurassic World having a universe, but devolved quickly into Fast and Furious, I should say. Hopefully not Fantastic Four.
No, we can't take another one.
No, and not again. So we're finishing off this week, Shaun, with our first look teaser that we got about Michael Keaton's new Batsuit in the Flash movie. So recently, Andy Muschietti, who is the director of The Flash, he revealed our first look at the return of Michael Keaton's Batsuit. Now, this was kind of rumoured that Keaton was in, and then they said, he's not in it, and then we kind of see like on-set photos of them sneaking some man who was the same height and build as Michael Keaton into the set, dressed as Batman. And so recently Muschietti posted an image of the actor's chair from the set of The Flash with the name Bruce Wayne on the front. He has now further teased Keaton's return by posting yet another set image of the actual Batsuit, specifically the familiar Batman logo on the chest with the classic yellow background that we seen in the 92 Batman Returns.
Yes, and what if it's all a big rug pull and it's actually Kilmer?
You're thinking Kilmer. They brought Keaton in, but to coach Kilmer on how to play Batman.
Kilmer went insane and thought he was Keaton, and he was just like, okay, we'll run with this, I guess.
Which does pose the idea that now Michael Keaton, we know for sure he's in this Flash film. And it was confirmed, and then it was the classic Hollywood of, I don't know what you're talking about, he's definitely not in this.
Yeah.
And then now he is.
Just on a similar note, did you hear, like, only the other day Oscar Isaacs got confirmed as Moon Knight?
Yeah, I did, yeah. but it's like, yeah, we kind of knew already.
We knew all this already.
But the thing about this is that they have Keaton in to the Flash. It's going to be Flashpoint. But coming out of Flashpoint, you've got an older Batman there. Keaton's already in. He's coming back for the crack. So what I'm saying to you, Shaun, is Batman Beyond, is it in the works? DC are too busy concentrating on Black Adam 7. They might not have taken the eye off the ball. Batman Beyond is sitting there.
That's true, just sitting there waiting to be plucked from animated glory and thrust kicking and screaming onto the big screen.
Just really ruin it. I want to absolutely fuck it up. But you can't, if you have Keaton in already, that is like, you've already guaranteed perfect casting one role, and you're only casting 2 roles.
That is true. That is very true. But Connor, you've told me often never have hope about a project you like being done faithfully.
Never. And so what the director has said at the minute is that Keaton's Batman will have an important role in the film, but he's also said that Ben Affleck will be back as Bruce Wayne for the Flash movie, and he said that he also has a very substantial part of the emotional impact of the movie. So it's interesting to see, like, they're going to reintroduce Barry Allen's and Ben Affleck's Wayne, and so, like, they're going to be friends in this. Were they good in the Justice League? Did you like that banter?
Not really.
What's your superpower? I'm rich.
Yeah, that's what Batman would say, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, he walks a weird line between being incredibly jokey and dull as fuck, that whole movie. Look, it's cool to see Keaton coming back, I will say that. Because seeing an old Batman is something we haven't really gotten. Like, Ben Affleck was meant to be a Batman who had gotten on in years, but he was still, like, built like a fridge and just, like, unbeatable in combat.
Yeah.
So,
and he's crawling along walls or on the ceiling. Did you see that? He's fighting gravity.
He's headshotting aliens. We all love it.
He's all over the place. I mean, he's so good. But yeah, if you, it's very cool seeing the Keaton suit. And this is just our first image that, like, it was brought back, and you just kind of get this feel like, oh shit, will they put him in the suit, or is it going to just be a case that it's in, like, one of the glass things at the side?
I think it's in a glass case, and Keaton, I think they're going to do wheelchair-bound Bruce Wayne.
Interesting. Wheelchair.
I think so. Like from Batman Beyond.
He's not in a wheelchair in Batman Beyond.
He is, isn't he?
No, he's not.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. Bruce Wayne wheelchair.
As a man who owns Batman Beyond on DVD, you are Googling what I'm telling you.
No. Not when he breaks his spine. None of that. Where did I see a thing of old Bruce Wayne in a wheelchair?
You're thinking, and this is going to Justice League Epilogue, Season 3, Episode something, is when you have an older Terry McGinnis and he's 30, and you see Bruce Wayne when he's like 107, and he goes back to when he's in a wheelchair dead.
I think they're going to do that.
You're thinking they're going to skip all of the interesting bit of Batman Beyond and move straight to Epilogue.
Yes. That's...
Call me a liar. It feels like you're just backtracking on a mistake you've made and you're doubling down.
No. Michael Keaton's going to be 107 in this movie.
So mean to Michael. He's looking well.
No, he's looking great. He's looking fucking deadly, but I'm just saying, he's an actor, you know. He's multi-Academy Award. Has he won an Academy Award? I'm going to stop talking before I keep digging holes.
I think it's really interesting that they're doing this. Will this Flash movie be good, Shaun?
It will be interesting to see how it turns out.
That's not a yes nor a no. I'm going to need a definite yes or no, and we will hold it to you.
Oh, it will be. It will be. It will be.
No, this is not a poetry. I think us and the listeners, we look to you for our advice when it comes to comic book movies, Shaun.
Wow.
The Flash film that we've all been waiting for. Is it going to be the best DC movie we've seen ever?
A good way of phrasing that, thank you. No.
interested. Is it going to be a movie?
It's going to be The Trench. That's what I'll say.
I'm still waiting. So Shaun, that's it actually for this week's Movie Mondays.
What a week. A lot of prequel news, lot of follow-ups to things that already existed, but good to know things are still coming out. Good to know things are coming back in cinemas. Peter Rabbit 2, go out and see it, everyone. Actually,
Everyone's
probably don't. Stay
Peter.
safe.
Stay safe. Get vaccinated.
Get vaccinated and all the rest of it. You've heard it enough. Will I take us out, Connor?
Yes, please.
Thank you everyone for listening to this episode of Movie Mondays. We will be back Wednesday with Weird News Wednesday, Friday with Hero or Zero, and next Monday with another episode of Movie Mondays. Big thank you goes out to everyone who supports us over on the Patreon, patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. As Connor said at the start, we do our movie reviews. They all go up there. And we will be doing reviews of Loki as well. Is that something that we're going to do?
I think so, every second week.
Every so often. We'll figure it out.
Whenever we feel like it. Probably when series will be over by months.
Probably 2024 we'll do the Loki review.
Yeah, we'll put up episode 1 reviews 2024.
And big thank you, of course, goes out to all our patrons. Waffles, here's some fun facts about New Zealand. Champagne and oysters are mandatory after every arrest. Williams.
Interesting. That is a weird news shout out. Well done, Waffles.
Well done, Waffles. Thank you also goes to Ciara Lawler, David Clarke, Ed Ball, Joe RateMyHemsworth.com, Click Ray, Click Luke, Refresh Repeat, Never Give Up, Hickok Didn't, Bernie, Ray, Things the Heroes for Hire are never going to do, give you up, let you down, run around, desert you, make you cry, say goodbye, tell a lie, or hurt you, Ging, Róisín, Schrödóisìn, Hally, Ryan, Satron, Paint, Evanson, Shaun, Bone, Jamieson, Dominic, Jessiah, Florida Gal Green, Anna, Maureen has the fry on, Hjelmroos, Lil Dicky, Alrighty Then McGrew, and Danny McLaughlin. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Really appreciate it. If you want to support the show, you can head over there. You can also follow us on all the social medias. They're all linked below. Or, most importantly, just tell one human being that we exist.
Just a one, please.
And I think that's about it, Connor.
I think so. So I've been Ciara Lawler.
I've been Shaun Meehan.
I will see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.